Welcome back, trainers. So we're going to be taking a look at some Gen 4 Pokemon, comparing them to Pokemon that we currently have in Go, just to see if they're going to outperform, if you should start transferring rare candies into them, and just all around preparing with good IV ones. Now, I did make this video a long time ago before anybody was talking about all this stuff, saying save your candies for Gen 4. I thought I'd just bring this up just so I didn't have to look at any comments in the thing saying, oh, you're copying this person or this person. So just let it be known, this got a lot of traction by everybody, including YouTubers as well. So thought I'd bring that up. And with that said, let's go ahead and hop into this and see if any of these Gen 4 Pokemon are going to outperform the current Pokemon that we have at the moment. Let's get into this. Okay, so I'm going to be using the Go Hub here with their data. So first up is going to be Gallade. Now, in order to get this when Gen 4 comes out, you're going to need a Mel Routes. So that's how it's going to work. You're going to have a Mel Routes and then evolve it, and then evolve it again, and then you should get a Gallade. That's how it worked in the main series games, so we'll just have to see. I'm pretty sure they'll implement that into Pokemon Go. So this is a Psychic and Fighting type. Now, the only Pokemon that you can really compare it to is going to be Machamp, right? I guess you can say Breloom, but for the sake of it, let's just say Machamp, because that's the best fighting type in the game. It outperforms pretty much everything because it has very rounded stats. Now, let's get into this. And we have Max CP 2,964, attack 237, defense 220, and stamina 136. Now, the only thing determining whether or not this is going to be the new best fighting type Pokemon is in fact its movesets. Now, before we go into its movesets, let's go ahead and look at Machamp, just so we can take a quick comparison, just to see which one has better attack. Okay, so we're over here at Machamp. Gallade did have 237 attack, right? And Machamp has 234. Now, the only determining factor that we can possibly go off of now is what could Gallade learn? What moveset can it learn to make it outperform possibly Machamp? And what are the advantages of having a part Psychic type? Well, you're going to be, not taking so much damage against Psychic type moves, which is going to be nice. And I mean, other than that, there's really not too much more going on there. So let's go ahead and look at Gallade's possible moves and see exactly where it stands in this whole situation. Okay, so we're over here at Gallade at Bulbapedia, and just a little bit of information here. It does have a Mega Evolution, so I mean, in the long run, this is going to be better, but we still don't know how the Mega Evolutions are going to work. So we'll just have to wait and see. As of now, let's just go off of their third evolution, okay? So we're going to go ahead and go to Game Data, and then head all the way down over here to Moves Learned, and then Move Tutor Learns as well. All right, so we're going to go off a pure fighting type attacker. As far as Psychic attacking goes, it's not going to be the best. There's still Alakazam, Espeon, Mewtwo. I mean, so those things are going to outperform it, and that's that. We're just going to focus on the fighting type. So it can learn Confusion. That's a big plus there. But like I said, we're going to be going off of fighting type. So we have Close Combat, right? Okay, let's see what else fighting type moves he can learn here. Quick Guard, that is not an attack move, so obviously we're going to pass that. And then Close Combat down there. All right, so far it's just looking like Close Combat. So let's go ahead and look at the TMs here, and hopefully it can learn something good, right? Bulk Up is not an attack move as well. We have Brick Break, Low Sweep, Focus Blast, which is probably going to get Focus Blast, and Machamp is still going to just reign supreme all around, and that's that. So as far as fighting type moves go, it's not looking too great for Gallade, guys. But on the other hand, Psychic moves, it's looking fantastic. It has Confusion, Psyshock, Psychic, and what else? And Dream Eater, but that has not been introduced into the game yet, because Dream Eater can only be used if you're asleep. If they introduce it to Pokemon Go, and you can just use Dream Eater whenever, that just makes no sense, but whatever, we'll see what it happens. All right, so as far as a community day routes to Gallade, just hypothetical, we have a Drain Punch, and then Focus Punch, and Low Kick, and that's it. Okay, so where are we at? Gallade has better attack, has better defense. It is part psychic type. It looks like it has all the advantages over Machamp at the moment. The only thing it doesn't have is the move. Machamp can learn Dynamic Punch, which is a 2-bar move for 110, while this one can only learn just the big charge bar moves for fighting types. So the future will tell how well this Pokemon will perform. Let's go on to the next one, shall we? Okay, so we're over here at Rhyperior, guys. Now this is going to be evolving from Rhydon, and it's going to be a crazy strong Pokemon. Now keep in mind, this is going to possibly require an evolution item. So we're just going to have to wait and see what happens. But for now, let's go ahead and take a look at the stats and see what we have here. Now, who are we going to compare Rhyperior to? What is the best rock attacker in the game? Or possibly ground attacker? I'm going to go rock right now, okay? That's going to be, I'm just going to say this, Tyranitar, because it's pretty clear now that we're going to get a quick move for it. Smackdown, Stone Edge, Tyranitar is going to be supreme rock attacker. We're going to take a look at its stats, but first let's go over Rhyperior here and then look at its moves to see how it may potentially outperform Tyranitar, but I highly doubt it. It's going to probably be more of a comparison. Okay, so Rhyperior's max CP potential, 3,869. Attack, 141. Defense, 242. And stamina, 230. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look at Tyranitar to see what we have working with and do a little comparison. Okay, so here we are with Tyranitar. And yeah, it's going to have less CP, but it's going to have more attack. Attack of 251, defense 212, and stamina 200. Now let's go over to Bulbapedia and see what Rhyperior can learn as far as rock moves go. Okay, so we're over here at Bulbapedia, and let's go ahead and take a look at this beast's movesets and see what he has coming down the road. Potentially, I don't think it's going to outperform Tyranitar, but it's still going to be a darn good Pokemon. So a move to note, but it's not any of its typings, is Hammer Arm. That's crazy. 100 power, and we've seen the power and the differences between Pokemon Go. They're not always going to translate into that power when it comes down into Pokemon Go. Anyways, Rock Wrecker is a move I've been talking about. I said it's going to be the Hyper Beam of rock moves. It's going to be crazy strong. So let's take note here. Tyranitar has Stone Edge, right? And Stone Edge is not doing nearly as much as that Rock Wrecking move. And it's not going to learn a 2-charge rock move as far as we see at the moment. It's just going to learn that quick move for Community Day. So we'll see. But let's go ahead and take a look at it. So we have Rhyperior with Rock Wrecker. So far it has a better charge move than Tyranitar. And it learns Smackdown, folks, as you can see there right in front of us. So I have a feeling Rhyperior has the potential to outperform Tyranitar. Yeah, I do think so, guys. Not only in CP, but in damage, because, well, it can learn Smackdown just like Tyranitar and its charge move of Rock Wrecker, which is going to be doing way more damage than Stone Edge. So, as far as ground moves go, it can learn Earthquake, and yeah, Drill Run. So we have also Rock Blast for Rhyperior, and then, yeah, that's it, Stone Edge as well. So can even learn the same move as Tyranitar, and then an even better one. Now, there is a possibility, though, that Tyranitar will learn some new moves, but as of now, nope. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at the moves that can learn through Community Day, possibly. We have Drill Run, Earth Power. That's pretty good, Earth Power. And then there's no rock moves here. Oh, no, we have Stealth Rocks, but that is definitely not coming to Pokemon Go anytime soon. Okay, so as far as moves for Rhyperior in Rock, we have Stealth Rocks, and that's about it. That's not even really an attack. You put the rocks out, and the Pokemon gets hit as they switch. When they come into battle, they get hurt a little bit, but I don't know if they'll ever add that to Pokemon Go. As far as anything else, we have Drill Run, and then Earth Power seems pretty darn good. So there you have it for those. Other than that, you know, it is what it is. We've seen those moves up there. Let's go ahead and look at the TM moves. You see if there's any sort of potential here. And there's a ton of different, moves it can learn, but I'm just going to focus on the ground and rocks. So it has Rock Tomb, which is just bad. We don't need to worry about that. Rock Polish is not an attack move. Stone Edge, we already went over that. And that's about it. So it has Rock Slide as well. That's actually fairly good, but I would definitely want to go with Rock Wrecker. So with that said, it looks like Rhyperior can possibly outperform Tyranitar when the time comes. We'll just have to wait and see. I have several 100s ready to go and a whole lot of candy to power these up. So I'm super excited for this one. Have been for a while, and I can't wait to see it. Let's go ahead and jump into the next Pokemon, shall we? Okay, next up we have Electivire. So this is going to be a fantastic Pokemon as well. It evolves from Electabuzz, so make sure you have plenty of candies because Gen 4 seems to be very lit, right? Yeah, it looks fantastic, like literally the best generation to drop in Pokemon Go so far. With all this anticipation with the Pokemon we have and the candies saved up, we're just all ready to go. We're scratching at the gate. So it has a max CP potential of 2,904, attack 249, defense 173, and then stamina 150. Now, what Pokemon would we compare? What is the best electric attacker in the game currently at the moment? Give it a minute. Let's see if you can guess. It is going to be Raikou. So let's go ahead and check out Raikou's stats and do a little comparing to see who lands where. Okay, so we're over at Raikou. Now the CP is higher on Raikou, but the attack is slightly less. So for Raikou, we have a CP potential 3,349, attack 141, defense 210, and stamina 180. Now, the time to see who is better is where the moves are at. So we're going to have to go check out the moves to see which one is actually going to perform better, because that's what it comes down to. They can have, the best stats in the world, just like Ho-Oh, but if they do not have the moves to back it up, then they're just going to end up, not very meta relevant, right? Right. So let's go ahead and check out the moves that Electivire can learn just to see if it's comparable to Raikou. Okay, so we're over here at Electivire. What a fantastic Pokemon. It's going to be so cool when Gen 4 drops. And also take note, they're definitely not going to drop all of them at once. You know how they do it. They're going to do little by little. So let's go ahead and take a look at its moves to see if it can learn Thunder Shock and Wild Charge as well. Because if it can learn those moves, it's going to outperform Raikou. Okay? Alright, so let's go ahead and see. We have Thunder Shock on the list. So check 1. Alright, it's looking good. So let's keep on moving and see if it can learn anything else here. We have Thunderbolt, Thunder, Electric Terrain, which is not a move, Discharge, Electro Ball, and that's about it. But let's go ahead and look at the TM moves, because that tells another story here. Okay folks, so we are here at the Charge TMs, and do you see what I see here? That is Wild Charge. It has the potential to learn it. The same exact move that Raikou has. You know what that means? Electivire possibly will outperform Raikou. And it's not really a possibly, it will. It's just a matter of if it will land on the same moves as Raikou. Now it can learn them, okay? Now if Niantic puts them in the game is another story. We'll have to wait and see. So let's go ahead and look at the move tutor moves and see what else we have here. Nothing too spectacular to note. Okay. All right. So there you have it, folks. My breakdown of the Gen 4 Pokemon to come and my take on which ones you should save for. Okay, so now for final thoughts on which ones I think are actually going to be better than the current meta game relevant Pokemon. Electivire. He's going to outperform Raikou. If he can learn those moves, it's game over, period. So that one is a check and a definite go. Rhyperior has the potential to outperform Tyranitar depending on the moves it can learn. If it can learn Smackdown Quick Move for its Rock attack, and then Rock Wrecker, which I absolutely know it'll learn, then it will outperform it. Possibly. We'll have to wait and see. And Gallade can outperform Machamp if it learns the right movesets. We'll just have to wait and see. That defense is really working for it as opposed to Machamp. It has a lot more defense and more attack, so we'll just have to wait and see. That one is probably a go as well. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Give it a like if you did. Subscribe if you're new. turn on the notifications because you know how I do it. I upload all the time. You don't want to miss the news that I'm dropping. And with that said, trainers, thank you for watching, and I'll definitely be catching you all later. Take care.